Welcome back to Fibs and 4. You're halfway through the program and already you have some powerful tools at your disposal to understand market framework and make some intelligent decisions on your trading. As we start this session here, I want to talk to you a little bit about really zeroing in and making some strategic trading decisions. Specifically, we're going to talk about three very important prices in your trading and how that fits into what I have termed the trade matrix. We're also going to talk about making some confluence projections, understanding targeting through our confluence. We're going to talk about Fibonacci angles, and then of course we'll wrap up with some homework and send you on your way doing some exercises. So let's jump into it here. We're going to start off talking about three specific prices that should be very important to you and how they fit into your trade matrix. First of all, I'm sure you can imagine that the three most important prices are obviously your entrance, your stop, and your target. Pretty simple, right? It's nothing to it. But the question that I have is, why do the majority of traders focus on entry? Maybe we could make this a little more personal and I could say, perhaps you have focused only on entry. For some reason, we don't get too excited about the target, which I don't understand why, because that's where you make your money. And we certainly don't get excited about getting stopped out of a trade. But a healthy trading plan will have a very clear awareness of all three of those prices before you ever even pull the trigger or look up an options chain to enter a trade. Here's the guiding principle. In the absence of a clearly defined framework, it's tempting to generalize your trading plan. And while fibs add clarity, it is still your decision as a trader to endure what I would call the pain of discipline for a short while so that you can avoid the pain of regret. Think about that for just a second. If you endure for a little while the pain of discipline, of painstakingly identifying your entrance, your target, and your stop, you can avoid for a lifetime the pain of regret. Here it is on a bumper sticker for you. Generalizations kill clarity. Generalizations in your trading will kill clarity. They'll also kill your profits as well. So don't do that. Let's get very specific and let's get very focused on exactly where we want to get in, get out, or get stopped out of our trade. To do this, I would challenge you to ask what I think are the two most important questions that any technical analyst can ask, any trader could ask for that matter. The first question is, where should the market be trading? Given a certain framework, given a certain set of analysis and understanding of our indicators and chart patterns and candlestick patterns, you should have an opinion on where the market should be trading. That's your forecast. You should also ask the second question, which is, where should the market not be trading? And this is where a lot of traders get confused. They get very focused on what should be happening. And we come up with all kinds of arguments and reasons for why the market should be doing what we expect it to do. But we never stop and ask ourselves the reciprocal of that question, which is, where does this whole thing break down? Where should the market not be trading in my given framework? Because if we get there, either I've got to adjust my framework or I've got to do a little better job at my analysis. And I'm going to trust that your analysis is good. And the problem is probably the framework is shifting on you. We need to come back and reevaluate. Now, as you advance forward, there's two different perspectives that we can look at these two questions from, right? A bullish perspective and a bearish perspective. And so when we combine a bullish and a bearish perspective with the two questions, you actually get what I call the trade matrix, which is a set of four specific questions. Here they are, rapid fire. In a bullish market, where should the market be trading? In a bearish market, where should the market be trading? In a bullish market, where should it not be trading? And in a bearish market, where should it not be trading? And here it is on your screen. You can see we've got on the left-hand side where the market should be trading from the bullish and the bearish perspective. And then, of course, on the right-hand side, you've got where the market should not be trading, again, from the bullish and the bearish perspective. Now, when you start discovering where each of these zones are, you have all kinds of information at your fingertips. And we're going to do an example here in just the next video. And I've already given you some tools for identifying where these framework zones should be. You already understand Fibonacci target zones. That's one of the easiest ways to answer these two questions. You already understand ABC retracements. Again, another good way to answer these questions. And then lastly, we discovered confluence. So what I'd like to do is just take a moment and head over to Trade Navigator and show you in practice how you deploy this strategy and how you understand where you should be trading and where you should not be trading, and specifically how it's going to help you determine your entries. We're going to focus on entries in the next video. So head on over there with me. I'll get Trade Navigator set up, and I'll see you in the next video as we do some examples.